Welcome back to L5 Star FC. Final match reaction of the season as the Reg clinch not fourth, not fifth, not sixth, third place. Yeah, you heard it right. Salah and Wakar go over this one with me. But before we start this video, energy in the building. Hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on, like the video as well. Salah, Wakar, 2-0 against Crystal Palace. What a way to get third place in front of 10,000 fans. We'll start with you, Salah. What are your overall thoughts on what was a very good day for Liverpool Football Club?
United fans, where are you? Chelsea fans, where are you? Leicester fans, where are you? Roy Keane, where the fuck are you? Where's champions? We finished 5 points behind your beloved Manchester United. In fact,
the best Man United team as well.
In fact, the worst champions are your team, Manchester United. You finished 12th. And don't give me this Moisey bullshit. Because if you're going to use that excuse, we'll use Virgil. We'll use Matip as an excuse. All you United fans going to suck your mums, yeah? Jurgen Klopp is a saviour. Listen, this guy is a saviour. When I tell you, this guy's lost his mother this season. This guy, he's been the worst season for him. He even said himself, if he were to get top 4, it will be the biggest achievement in his career. But enough of that, onto the game. I think it's just mesmerising that we got top 3, not even top 4. And I think the first 10 minutes out, it was very shaky. I think the nerves were getting to them. Especially me, because Leicester were the first team to score, which was inside the first 10 minutes. Automatically, we were 5th. We are out of the top 4 at that stage. And bro, when Trent, Reece and Phillips made that mistake, Townsend, I'm so thankful to Lord he missed. It's because just imagine if they had gone 1-0 up with Leicester 1-0 up, the whole team would have collapsed. It would have just went down and down and down. Luckily, we held in there. Last 15 minutes of the half, I think we ended strongly. Started making more chances. Good touch by Reece Williams and Firmino to get the tap in for Mane. And again, Mane had a fantastic game. But I think the result doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's what matters that we've gone to the top 4. We're playing in the Champions League next season. And boy, we are going to have a very, very good transfer window this summer, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you've hit the nail on the head. We'll obviously touch on Mane. But obviously, Champions League football, it benefits us on and off the field for the likes of the players that we have at the club and the players that we'll want to bring in as well. But obviously, a brilliant performance on the Reds. I felt we weren't as clinical as previous weeks. I think we were quite wasteful. But hear me out. I felt we had a much... we were sharper, we looked better on the ball, we looked quicker, we looked just more at the tempo that we were seeing last season. And don't get me wrong, moral of this season is that if you're the best at what you do, the best at your craft, you say Floyd Mayweather, for example, if he's boxing 50-0, what's he have, 50-0, right? If you break his spine, he is not winning 50-0. That's what I'm trying to say to you, yeah? So without Van Dijk and Gomez, Liverpool cannot function. But the fact that we've got third, only 2 teams have played better than us this season. And that, I think that's a remarkable achievement in itself. Now, look, we're all crying, write this season off, start next season, get your boys back. But to finish third, I think is absolutely crazy. But the way that we've done it over the past 10 games, 1-8, drew 2, has just showed that this Liverpool team hasn't vanished. It's still there. It just still has that bit. It just has the building blocks and just needs to rebuild back up again, which I'm sure we'll see next season. But Wakar, how are you feeling after what was a very good day at Anfield?
I am absolutely over the moon because the Mbappe 2021 has reignited, and Mbappe makes me excited. And one thing I've learned from this season is we never doubt Liverpool. After the Newcastle game, Ali decided to play the Europa League. We thought we were going to play Europa League football next season. We thought we were in the shit, and we knew as soon as we lost Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, the league was finished. It's not a surprise to us. And obviously, we never expected to see Reece Williams this season or Nathaniel Phillips, but the way they've just come into the team and just, you could question Reece Williams, but, overall, he's been magnificent. Nat Phillips, personally, I think he should go to the Euros, but on the game, just like Salah said, I was shit in the bed when Townsend went one-on-one. I don't know how he missed, It's just been a pattern for the whole season, we just make a mistake. They go 1-on-1, they miss, we score, we win the game, you know. And I feel like when Van Dijk's back, I know we'll be more comfortable. I think Nat Phillips deserves a place at Liverpool next season. Whether we sell him or we don't, you know, I wish him the best. Gini's last game, you know, I wish he got a goal, but he didn't. He played beautiful, and you know, Sadio Mane, he's feeding off the fans.
Yeah, man. Mane, what an exceptional performance. We'll start with him. He looked a different play, he looked a different breed. And I just want a special mention to Mo Salah as well. I think when you're a player of his stature, all the speculation about this golden boot, which I'm sure he would have wanted, but the fact that he put the team's priorities above himself, I bet he could have scored a few goals yesterday. But he decided to put his teammates in front of goal. And that just shows the type of team and player he is. And Mane was absolutely exceptional. Don't take that away from Mane. Mane was absolutely world class yesterday. And it just proves, like Liverpool, like I was saying before, this Liverpool team hasn't vanished. This Mane hasn't vanished. They're still there. They just need confidence. Confidence, consistency will build a player up. Now, Salah, how are you about Mane's performance yesterday? 2 goals. Sealed the top 4 for us, top 3 even. How were you feeling over his performance against Palace? Remember, he has scored in his last, I think, 8 of his last 11 appearances against Crystal Palace. So yeah, he does like to score against Palace.
Yeah, me and Wakar called it on the preview. We said that Mane would score. We also said that this would be a legacy game because if he wouldn't turn up in this game, it would mean no Champions League football most likely for us. But thankfully, he played really, really well, and that just shows what fans could do. Just the little things like telling the guy to man on. You don't get those things in an empty stadium.
Yeah, exactly, man.
A lot of people think, oh, that's nothing, but it actually means a lot, especially to Sadio Mane, as we saw out there yesterday. But I think, as I said in previous previews, I was very angry with him, but I did later on to say that just wait until next season. He'll come. He'll make his presence known again. He still has the ability, and he showed that yesterday. He was taking up players, beating them as well, and he was I wouldn't say easy chances, but they were chances he should finish, and he did finish, thankfully. But he was great yesterday. You have to give credit to Sadio Mane.
Yeah, man. And I mean, when we talk about goal scorers and what they're meant to do their job, whether it's hard or it's easy. It's just get the ball in the net, do your job. It's what Salah's been doing all season. He's been doing his job. Now, unfortunately, Salah didn't get the golden boot, but you know, one exceptional season for him as well. 22 goals, I think there's 5 or 6 assists as well. A combined goals and assist involvement of 27, which is absolutely staggering numbers considering we've had no back. We've had Nicky, we've had Miley Cyrus back, man. But obviously, we will go to Gini Wijnaldum. It was his last game. Klopp did come out. Gini Wijnaldum did come out in interviews, in respective interviews, saying that, you know, it's obviously sad to see him go. And, you know, for me personally, I was a little bit, you know, a bit emotional about it because, you know, he's been a brilliant servant regardless of his drop off this season, in my opinion. I still feel like he's been a pivotal part of what we've built over the past few years, and it'll be sad to see him go. Carl, we'll start with you on the whole Gini Wijnaldum stuff. How are you feeling? Obviously, the ovation from the Kop and Anfield was the perfect send-off, or the best send-off you could have given him, really, considering that we got top 3. What would you say about Gini Wijnaldum and obviously his last appearance for the Reds?
You know, when he was coming off, I was feeling a bit emotional. He's never going to play for us again. You know, I have said I'm not going to hide the fact that I called him shit this season, which he was. But you know, he's a club legend. He's just, you know, the first signing under Klopp, you know, got us that goal against Middlesbrough. Barcelona, he's been with us through it all, you know, got us number 6. You know, I love Gini Wijnaldum. You know, I feel like it was a great send-off wherever he goes. I hope he has a good rest of his career. And, you know, it's just, you know, literally, that is a prime example of why we need the fans in the stadium, why Liverpool needs fans, because Gini Wijnaldum, he was exceptional. I'm not just saying this because it was his last game. I seriously think he was exceptional. He was actually running forward, you know. I do understand sometimes he might be just, you know, I don't think he even passed it back once when we had a good opportunity, in my opinion. But, you know, and the same with all the players, you know, the football just flowed faster, and Wijnaldum was just, you know, he was just looking way better than the whole of the season, sorry.
Yeah, man, I think obviously we've seen a little bit steady progress from Gino Wijnaldum over the past few games. Specifically in the run into the end of the season. Klopp described him, Liverpool has been built on his legs. Salah, how would you react to obviously his last appearance for the Reds, and what would you like to say in progress? Obviously, he will be leaving the club, and would you wish him well for the future, and what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit and act like a Genie fanboy, but I have criticised him in the past, and in my opinion, rightly so. But of course, who want to be sad about Gene Van Aden leaving Liverpool? He's, as Klopp said, we made his team on his heart and on his lungs and everything. Because when he signed for 25 million from a relegated Newcastle side, everyone doubted him. Everyone was like, "Who is this guy?" People still knew him because he was decent at Newcastle, but people really thought, was he really ready for the big step to go to a big club like Liverpool? But I think he lived up to expectations. He was great. Got his Champions League football. Then that Bryce against Barca, I will never ever forget that. Gene Ronaldo literally made my years. Literally 2 years ago, I was just living life just because of him. But it's just because he wasn't the best this season. You have to look at it this way, which is why he got criticised a lot from us Liverpool fans. But as a legend, I think in my opinion, he is a Liverpool legend. I do wish him all the best. There looks like there is a secret between him, FSG, and his family about the contract. Whether that gets leaked, I do not know. But he's been a fantastic servant to the club, and I wish him all the best.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not surprised by the whole contract saga which you brought up there. Obviously, if FSG do exactly the same to Mo Salah, I'm sure we'll be sitting here with a different tone, being a lot more angry at the whole situation, because I think FSG are very not consolidating the fans. They're not consolidating the fans enough with what they're doing, and you know that therefore that's how a lot of Liverpool fans are turning. And ever since the Super League, I'm FSG out. But obviously, Sadio Mane scored that second goal. A car sealed it off. We always felt that we've seen it before, Liverpool fans in particular. Last day could be drama. Obviously, Aston Villa beat Chelsea. That is drama in itself. Leicester obviously got beat by Tottenham. We were in the Conference League. That's a bit of drama in itself. Obviously, Sadio Mane gets that second goal. Big monkey off the back in terms of giving that team the relief and the composure to go on and get Salah his goal to try and get the golden boot. But Carl, how were you feeling when Sadio Mane touched home a deflected strike in the top end?
I was just, the feeling of relief, because we've started to give the ball away. We started to, we were 1-0 up, and then like there was a time period where we decided to just turn to shit, and we weren't playing the best. And then, Mane scored, and it was just a relief, because then we know for sure that Crystal Palace are not coming back, because, we just got a bit of sense of relief, the passing started to get better. We didn't lose the ball as much. And yeah, Sadio Mane, I just want to say one thing about this footballer. Yeah, he is just a wonderful player, man. He was turning every single player in his way. He was feeding off the fans, and that's what I love about Mane. I've criticized him this season so much, and I regret it. But I said that he just needs a fan, needs a bit of confidence. He's like Timo Werner. He needs a bit of confidence, and he had the confidence, and he scored home, and he scored. And if fans weren't in the stadium, I don't think he'll be. I don't think he'll I don't think he would have scored that, to be honest.
Yeah, man. We'll obviously touch on player ratings. Salah, we'll start with you. Aston in goal. I'm going to go a clean sheet. I don't know how many clean sheets that is for Alisson this season, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Did his job. Wasn't really involved in a lot, I don't think, anyway, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. What are you guys giving him? We'll start with you, Salah.
10. I think an 8 for this performance, but 10 just, I don't even give a fuck. 10, because the save at the start was absolutely amazing to make himself.
Yeah, it was actually.
And literally,
that was a good save.
The save that he made, anything that the player's done that would prevent a goal, in my eyes, it was massive. But this shit don't happen without Alisson Becker. That header don't happen. We are sitting here crying like sad idiots, complaining we got 5th. But thingy, That guy kept it alive. That guy put the ball in the net, and that's what matters. And we're in the Champions League, so you have to be thankful to Alisson. So a 10.
What about you, Wakar?
I'm also going to give him a 10. You know, he played
I'll
really well.
compromise at 9.
And the thing is, yeah, with this game, we would not even care about this game if he didn't score that header. So, you know, he kept it alive for us, just like Salah said. And, and this season, yeah, it's happened a lot. We fucked up at the back, and it's either the guy misses or Alisson saves it. And, you know, it happened again at the start of the game, and we went on to win the game.
Yeah, man. Back 4, I'm going to go Robertson, 10. Trent, 9.5. Nat Phillips, 8.5. Reece Williams, 8.5. Wakar, will go to you first on the back 4. What are you giving him?
I'm going to give Trent a 9. You know, he was just amazing. Robertson, 10. You know, what we did last season with him and Mane, you know, I was missing it this season and I got a taste of it again. You know, it's just wonderful how they just combined to just open the left channel up. So give him a 10. Nat Phillips, you know, I'll give him a 9.5. You know, could have been a 10 if he scored, but you know, I'll give Reece Williams, you know, I'll give him a 7. You know, he looked alright. You know, I like his technical ability. He can just, you know, he's like a Van Dijk. He can just ping a pass. You know, just amazing.
Yeah, man. What about you for the back 4? Salah, what are you giving the back 4? Any 10s? What are you giving them?
I think Trent, he had one of the underrated performances yesterday. But I think, again, he was excellent defensively against Wilfried Zaha. I think he was good. Again, Gary Neville, Trent can't defend defensively, yeah? He's up against the best winger dribbling ability-wise. And he absolutely dealt with that perfectly. And, bro, I swear, when I see this guy on road, I am going to fuck up. I can't. Oh. The fact that he cannot pick Trent for the Euros, the news that has come out today that he still hasn't changed his mind. That how deluded do you have to be to pick Trippier or any other right back in England over Trent Alexander-Arnold? It's just delusional. It comes to a point where it's not even Gareth Southgate's fault anymore. It's the FA's fault that they are appointing clowns like this to manage one of the greatest countries, the country who created football. It's the FA's fault now that they have appointed clowns like this. And now that Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't going to play, he's been exceptional second half of the season. Maybe first half of the season we weren't that good. But again, Gareth Southgate, he really needs a checkup. He really needs to go to his therapist. It's because he's just deluded. How can you not pick him? It's just like a Manchester United fan can even come and say that Trent should be picked for the England squad. And the fact is, don't pick Trent, okay? If you're not going to pick Trent, at least pick Aaron Bissaka for defensive. He's not even picking Wan Bissaka. It just comes to a point where it's just like, is this guy really your manager?
Yeah, man.
It's confusing. Maybe I've over-exaggerated, but it's just confusing Gareth Southgate now. But yeah, that's my ranking for Trent. I'm going to go Phillips, 9. I think he was exceptional. Wish him best wherever he goes. Loan deal to anywhere. Burnley. What a man keeping him, but I prefer Ozan Kabak. Reece Williams is just exceptional for what he can do. Don't forget this guy was playing non-league last year at Kidderminster. I don't even think you know what club that is. And I think he's been exceptional. Maybe Burnley was shaky. Maybe the first 10 minutes yesterday was shaky. But I think he was great. The job them two have done, they should have massive appreciation. Robertson, I'm given 8. I think Robertson was good defensively. I think he's been great defensively this whole season. And yeah, as what Carl said, it was nice to see that Mane, Robbo link up again on the wing.
Yeah, man. Brilliant ratings. Pointed out the Mane Robbo link, which is special whenever both of them are on form. Midfield, Fabinho, 8. Thiago, 9. Gini Wijnaldum, because it was his last game, I'm going to give him a 10, just because if you're going to rate him for performance, I probably think he was about an 8 out of 10, but just because it was his last game. What are you saying? We'll start with you, Salah, first on the midfield. What are you saying for that midfield?
Fabinho, I'm going to go 7.5, 8. I don't think it was one of his best games, getting tucked out of position a lot, dribbling into players. But to be honest, you can't look for individual mistakes now or individual errors. we just have to be happy that we made it into the top 4. But I think it wasn't his best game, but convincingly enough to get us through to the top 4. Thiago, where do I start, bro? This guy's an amazing player. Just amazing to watch him play. Now that especially fans are back. And next season, he will have 2 world-class defenders behind him and a world-class midfield with him. It's going to be scary for other teams because this guy's going to light up the league next season. 9, Gini Van Adam, 10. Absolutely a legend. Great servant to the club. Just great, man. I'm going to miss him a lot.
Yeah, man. Front 3. I don't know, Wakar, what are you saying for the midfield 3?
I'm gonna continue with Thiago. You know, which bastard decided to tell these United fans he's a flop? You know, that he's not brought in for goals and assists. You can see the pass he's making yesterday. They were just beautiful. You know, he deserves a 10. You know, he's a player who just controls the tempo. That's what we needed the whole of last season. You know, we won the league, but we were just missing that player that just, you know, every time we get on the ball. The whole team is looking for Thiago because we know what you can just create a chance out of nothing with a long ball. You know, we made a lot of them yesterday, so just, you know, gets a 10. I feel like Fabinho, once again, I agree with Salah, you know, not the most convincing performance, but he did enough. So just give him, you know, give him a 6. You know, average. I think Gino and Alden performance wise, you know, we'll give him a 7. But you know, because his last game for the club, he deserves a 10. You know, I think he was better in that game than the whole of this season.
Yeah, man. Front 3. Mane, Salah, Firmino. Mane, I'm going to give a 10. Firmino, 8. And Salah, 8.5. Wakar, we'll go to you first. Front 3.
Performance-wise, I'd give Salah a 7 because, you know, if he did not have golden boot in his mind, he would have scored every one of those chances. You could see that he had golden boot. He was trying to bend it as far as he could, and you know it didn't work. So 7, but you know I'm gonna give him a 10. You know, it's Salah. Without him, we would be in the shit. I think Firmino, I think he deserves 8.5. You know, he was better than average. I think Sadio Mane deserves a 10. You know, he was just feeding off the fans. Like he was trying everything and everything was working. The confidence, you know, I was refusing to believe that is Mane. You know, because I'm refusing to believe that what Mane we had this season was Mane, because clearly that's not Mane. We saw Mane yesterday. That's the real Mane. I don't know which fraud that was, because seriously, I was just enjoying Mane like I did last season. Every time he got on the ball, trying to make something happen. You know, even the passes he was making, they were just amazing.
Yeah, man. What about you, Salah? What are you saying for the front 3?
Salah, I think Wakar was spot on. I think performance-wise, golden boot in his mind. But I'm going to give Salah an 8, but he assists as well. I think he gets more rating. Firmino, I think he did. If you look at by goals and assists, he didn't do much. But I think he was, in what he did, I think he was good. Link-up play was good. Good season. I'm going to go 7. Mane, that's what I like to see. That's the Mane I remember. I'll give him a 10. He was absolutely fantastic. Was clinical, so couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, man, couldn't ask for more. We're them Manx now, mate. But obviously, that is the roundup to the match reaction for the Liverpool Crystal Palace match at Anfield. Champions League, here we come. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be covering all the Euros. We've got you covered. All that with Klopp talk shows, all that sort of stuff as well. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Al5 Star FC for more Liverpool content. Up the Reds. You'll never walk alone.
Wait.
Stay safe.
Wait.
Oh, go on.
Just need to quickly show everyone something.
Oh. Vibes.
Just in case we don't get copyrighted, but we're not going to be here in the Europa League song. We'll be here in the Champions League song next season, thankfully.
Yeah, bro. That's love being on that vibe, Salah. Love being on that vibe. Join the L5 Star FC family by hitting that subscribe button. Turn the post notifications on. Champions League football, here we come. See you soon.
Mbappe 2021.
Yeah, walk along.